Hello, and welcome to the haunting episode of the new season. Today is Halloween, and we are finally at long last having our visit on Halloween. Before, we've had it a couple days before, and then last year we had it like several days later, and one year she was even bald, shaved head. But today we finally begin on Halloween. I formally welcome you to Quarantined, a Pandemic Halloween. And today we will of course be celebrating all things spooky because, well, it is Halloween, and you know, as I just mentioned, we've never hung out on Halloween before. So, obviously, we have to do things right. We have the room decorated and grayscale for spooky factor. And of course, I will be donning my wig at some point. And just in general, we will have a spooky day. Though apparently she's not really dressing up. Oh dear. Ponytail of power. Oh god, why? But yes, this is the beginning of our first ever on Halloween special. As far as the room goes, everything is mostly the same because we didn't get any new stuff this year. We of course have everything where it belongs, and we just have everything nice and spooky. And we have a ghetto speaker setup with computer speakers because that's all I have available, and yeah, it's not good. We of course have our treats and everything, and Mother's baking things, and yes, there you go. We have everything all spookified. Only real new addition is the spider I hung in the corner. And so we will continue this pandemic Halloween when she arrives, which will be soon because it's like almost 1 o'clock on Saturday, October 31st, 2020, hence the mask. And we will continue soon because she'll arrive and we will do our thing and have an awesome Halloween holiday. So until she gets here, this is goodbye. Darling, it is you.
Neil!
Oh dear, I was the hunted all along. See what she does? I was trying to be evil for once, and this is what happened.
Oh my god, we're gonna die!
Okay. That's just,
What? Nap time is temporary, Nick.
hello,
Hi.
and
Oh my god. I didn't show you my new mask.
2020 be like, look at my new mask! Look at my new mask, this is our Halloween mask, like, because 2020 be
Truth
like.
be told, I could just say screw it and pull off wearing one of mine for that.
Indeed. Sure.
But no, my costume this year is that I am a freaking genius.
Indeed.
All of this stuff I'm not allowed to have at my house because
Certain someone!
Because somebody.
Certain someone! Hello and welcome to the evil opening of Quarantined, a Pandemic Halloween. Because that's what today is. And as you just saw, I tried to kill her, but then she like flipped it right on me and then I died.
Well, that explains a lot of different horror movies. The idea the tables
Indeed.
have turned.
Tables have turned and such. And if you turn your attention to the ghetto twerk party setup we have for later.
Oh dear. What did you do?
Computer speakers, because that's all I have at present.
Secondary, oh my god, I actually have time to play Animal Crossing this weekend.
Oh dear. Yes, because today's the Halloween event. So, Yes, this is the beginning of our Halloween special that is actually on Halloween this year. Unlike, well, past times where it was like, oh dear.
Yeah.
How is there not a thing? Was it just levitating there? Probably, because it was wrapped in the tape. So yes, this is the beginning of our Halloween special that's actually on Halloween this year. Because as you know, before, it was the bald head, life.
Commitment.
Indeed. Commitment. Fear of commitment. Fear of commitment. That is what she is for this Halloween special.
Commitment. Fear of commitment.
Where she was bald, and then we had to do it in like November because she had that issue. And then the year after, we're like, okay, we're doing it on the 28th or whatever. And then last year, I'm coming over on Halloween! November 2nd.
That's what it was.
It was like, yay, we're gonna hang out on Halloween, yes! And then it was like, actually, I cannot. And I was like, darling, oi! Because then we have to keep the decorations up for a few more days, and oi!
Well, at least I'm here today.
Indeed.
And we can rip it down tomorrow.
Take signs.
Start the Thanksgiving stuff, indeed.
No, then we pump up the Christmas jams.
True.
Because, yeah. That's already started. We're already starting to see Christmas commercials. But yes, now we have our official Halloween special. And this is the beginning, and we shall do stuff throughout the day. I don't know what we're going to end up doing later. Maybe we can be hooligans and walk down the street at trick-or-treat time with masks on, because that's still a thing, because they're like, okay, you can go trick-or-treating, but put a mask on, damn it!
Please, for the love of God, keep the lights off so there are not kids on the lawn.
True. We will return a bit later for more of what we have today.
Yeah.
After lunch and such.
Oh my god, food?
Indeed. Because food.
Yes.
So, farewell. That was the opposite of a spooky Halloween farewell. I mean, she did die, but like, nevertheless. Zombie! Da-da-da-da. I don't have any. I don't have any! Stop teasing me! Hello, and we are back on this pandemic Halloween of evil. And yeah, it's about 2:40, and we just got done having our BLTs for lunch because she needs bacon, and it's kind of a special event today, so why not? But yeah, we're just moving right along with our day of doing stuff and things, and well, not too much yet. But hopefully, soon, we'll do stuff and we'll go outside and, yeah, that kind of thing. Before it gets dark, because all of a sudden it's starting to get dark early and it's like, no! We have treats and goodies baking. These are potatoes. This is the woman. We are mocking her.
Why am I being
She is being baked. And then over here, we have the various cupcakes. Some are spiders, some have sprinkles, some are absolutely terrifying and are just horribly wrong. And then we have critters in a hole that are inspired by Phil. And then in here we have the severed finger cookies. So we have a smorgasbord of treats to enjoy for later. Because of course it is Halloween and we must turn up thusly. Darling, oi, there is a chick behind you in the slot. I'm not sure what's happening here.
I'm stuck scratching my back with the side of a door because I have to.
You know the back scratcher is literally
I know,
over
but
that
this
way?
is an in between the vertebrae thing
What?
that a back scratcher can't get.
So we have our smorgasbord of things to dine on, and she's gonna just get a little bit of everything going forward, because yeah. And here we see her
What?
in her purest form.
Dude.
Her purest form.
Potato. Didn't work. We're potatoing again.
Why do you mock me?
She's being mocked.
I'm on a diet today or any day.
I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet. Cupcake. Mmm.
I shall allow myself to indulge in a single finger cookie. Or 10.
And they're gone. Mom friend fingers. Do not flash a middle finger cookie at me, dear. And this is what we're doing now. Such is our life. We have the staff of demise.
Ow!
It's been a long time since she's been jabbed like that. Now, this is supposed to be the staff of demise, and yet she has been using.
Kneel.
And yet she has been using it as a booping stick. And each and every time she boops, more and more of my blood gushes out onto the floor. And this is what she does. This is what it's like
Indeed.
dealing with this. Jab, jab, demise, shank, kneel. Hey, a cookie. And no matter what we do, no matter how many years pass, no matter how many times she leaves, she always comes back. And no matter how many times she says, I'm leaving forever, we'll probably never hang out again, she comes back. And, you know, Halloween mood right here. Mood. Okay, darling, I would not recommend sitting in that seat because you are now contaminated, dear. Quarantine! Quarantine the darling!
Okay, that's it. I'm working on my paper.
And thusly,
Quarantining
thesis.
in my office.
Yeah, right here we have an example of quarantining at its finest. At someone else's house. And so the thesis begins. Death. And so it goes. Oh dear. What was that? Like, and she snatches another cookie on her way up. Now it is time to go forth outside because we must. Tundra!
Actually, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
out
no,
here.
it's not that bad at all. It's the tundra.
Ah, wind.
Darling, I dare say that you have such girth that you will not blow away, dear.
Excuse me.
I meant those.
Well, yeah.
You know very well what I speakest thou of. Ah! Leaves! No! And horrible flashback to last year when she yeeted me into the leaves.
I should keep you with again. I didn't say I would eat you into the leaves.
She yeeted me! It's actually quite nice out, surprisingly. Because, like, it's been very cold this October, and yeah.
Cold, 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 cold. No, I meant like the chair is cold and I forgot to put like except
But you-
the jeans are cold and annoying.
Women's struggle be like this.
Cold potato is cold.
Indeed. You
Like,
stay. Darling, it is the outdoors, dear. You do not need blankets. I'm trying to free you from the cold by making you permanently warm for all eternity.
No! Live.
I was supposed to be the one to defeat her.
No, live. A little bit too much living. Diet had. How does it feel to be the short one? No. Diet had.
I wouldn't know.
Like,
Oh, this is too painful to squat like that.
Oh,
1
right,
and 2
hang
and
on.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and tone those. What the? Tone that
And
booty.
by the way, this is how you do it.
Oh dear.
I'm surprised I can do that
Yeah.
in jeans.
Perish.
No,
Perish.
no,
Perish.
no,
Perish.
no.
Now, okay, here's a perfect example. This knife indicates everyone in the world. She indicates 2020. Perish.
No.
Perish.
Nope.
Perish.
Nope.
Perish.
Nope.
And here I will turn it back on the world and strike back once more. So what we do is, we raid the attic and then we come out like with all this stuff.
Darling.
But we can, we must.
No.
For the fate of the world depends on it. The fate of autumn in all of its glory.
Yeah.
So then where are we off to, dear?
I don't know. But first I eat you into
Hey!
the
No, no, no. I will not be yeeted into leaves. We had that happen last year. It did not go well. I was yeeted and died. Oh no.
Okay, calm down.
That way, I don't know. Now, if we go over here, we can gaze upon the crime scene where I was yeeted into leaves last year. Now, right here, we see where I was yeeted into leaves. And this is a very bad spot because I am not to be yeeted into leaves. This is not what's supposed. Darling, no!
Ben. Oh.
That hurt a little bit. I should have this. No, I fell on something else. And giant gash. See what she did? See, she yeeted me, henceforth. And furthermore, and all of the above.
Don't you know?
Well,
2020 is bad enough that history has a tendency
to repeat
to
itself.
repeat itself.
What the?
Don't worry, don't worry. I'm getting my...
And that was her attempt at yeeting herself. Leaf angel!
Right?
Or devil, because, well,
Leaf devil indeed.
indeed.
I understand, my dear.
Indeed.
The yearly yeet will be a tradition.
The yearly yeet. Cause,
Indeed.
now, what on earth? Go away, 2020. Knife. And such is death. Such is 2020 death. What you?
No, 2020 to go forth over that way.
To go fornicate under consent of the king.
Indeed. Over that way. Go forth over that way.
Fine. Go over this way.
No, I meant so we can get in the sun, my dear.
Oh, death. And here we have a mood. We have me over here, and then why don't you put that fucking phone down? On guard. I will win on this day. 2020 is triumph.
Oh, you are, you are.
Oh!
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
And suddenly XXX. And now we have to. Okay.
History repeats itself.
For what, the 5th time today?
Indeed.
Ow, 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 sharp, ow, 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 sharp. Yeet! Oh, you're approaching me!
Come forth in my direction, brethren.
She whipped around like, oh, you're approaching me again. This is like 2020 energy. You dare try to defy me?
Come forth in my direction, brethren. Excuse me.
Oh no, I touched them! That's an auto yeet in the opposite direction. No, no, no. Must run!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! She's out of control.
Okay, tree. If you remain on guard, you have no chance of being caught off guard.
Indeed!
Take control of the air.
And everything's going awry. Darling, you don't give me control of the year here. Parrish. 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 How come it doesn't work when I do it? I am inferior. Parrish.
No.
Parrish.
No.
Parrish.
No.
What? It's not even affecting. How?
No. No. Everything.
You know. Ugh.
No.
Really? Really? This is what's happening. Now, you know.
I am immortal.
That would be bad because then you couldn't be like death.
No.
Parrish.
No. 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 I mean. No.
It's like cutting a slice of ham. You just keep slicing the layers off. She is ham. Wait, what? No, I'm just gonna go over this. Oh, dear.
Talk about people looking like ham. Go look at yourself. Perish. Perish.
I shan't.
Perish.
Oh.
Perish. Perish. Perish.
And this is our Halloween death segment, where where her persistence knows no bounds.
Perish. On guard.
I am he who is commonly referred to as the arm, and I will strike back. Ow!
Perish.
There goes that. He who is commonly referred to as... There it goes. What on earth is going on?
Perish.
This is what's going on.
Perish.
Ugh.
History has a tendency to repeat itself. Perish. Perish.
You know what? And so she goes forth over that way, and she's off.
The year in and of itself can go on.
Indeed, it can go that way. And so this was our parish segment where like I try to escape in the great outdoors and she just like strikes and I die. Oh, all the lights will be on. We have our spooky decorations. Darling, what on earth are you doing?
Figuring out.
Now, see, she can never open the door.
You were saying?
Now, I don't know what she's doing because I thought we were out that way and now she's like...
2 seconds break. Cool.
Stabbing me is hard work.
That too.
Violently stabbing me to death is quite difficult. Want to know what's difficult?
Existence.
This.
Mm-hmm.
This is a mood.
I will librarian glare you into the next century, my dear.
Well, that would be good because then we'd be free from this century. Okay, now, let's be real for like 5 seconds. If you want to know how 2020 has gone, I mean, it's literally just like this.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, pretty much, right? Like, literally this, just all year. So,
How the heck is it almost November?
Indeed! I mean, thankfully. And it's like, oy vey, and vey in oi form.
It needs to be April so people can like me again. Why are you in my chair, dear? I oughta.
Now, if you want a Halloween mood, this is a Halloween mood. Ooh, I can't say. Ah!
Somebody apparently thinks that getting me out of the shot is a good idea. With that in mind, good night. I am known only as the arm.
Okay, so apparently someone thinks that getting me out of the shot is acceptable. But it is not acceptable. It has never been acceptable ever in one's life. Now we have the glam squad. She's doing my hair for the big event, like my wedding. Oh dear. And then she gives me the Karen, because she just like pulls all this back, and then I'm Karen. So, yeah. This is a mood, because I have to like Chelseaify myself every Halloween. Like, it's a requirement, because she got it for me, and so now it's like, yeah. This is an inevitability for the Halloween special. And now I have assumed my true form once more.
TBH, you would look awful with this shade of blonde though, because you're like a dirty blonde.
I know, it's like dirty. You should see me at 9 p.m. for a party.
Exactly.
It's just like I want like a mask. So my weave has been discarded. Oi, babe. Darling.
Yes, dear? Oh dear, we are in trouble. What on earth?
I don't know. At this point, I haven't a clue. Trying to find a mask, like, you know,
Why?
so I can be more festive.
This isn't for people, dear.
So instead, I put on Stoddy Baba.
You do not have accent. Let me show you. Net. Let me show
And so she dons it. I mean, this is like old school stuff. Oh dear lord.
Here, let me get it off. Da. Oh dear God. The fact that this actually works scares me.
Okay, so now when we go trick-or-treating down the street, this is absolutely what she has to wear, because this is her in the future, pretty much.
In the future, it is me now. I already have hunchback.
Indeed,
I
because...
need cane.
Well, you have the Staff of Demise.
Where is my staff?
It is over here by the chicken. And here we have... Yeah. This is what's known as a pandemic Halloween. Oh dear.
Okay, what's in hell? Yeah.
Yeah, these old school masks.
Oh my God, oi.
But that was very entertaining, for sure. And such is what happens when we do things. And she is the Queen of Demise. Oh dear, now she has twice the weaponry with which to work.
Perish.
And part 2 of Perish. Perish. Why is it always like this? Why is this my life?
Perish. Fall in, my dear.
Hollow's Eve, as it were. Now she shall proceed to hang me from this shepherd's hook. Now, we went on an endeavor to get a proper mask so that I could be a bit more Halloween-y, because, you know, today is actually Halloween as opposed to our usual thing of Halloween-ish.
I just realized where I'm freezing my butt off too.
Why?
I put my hair up.
Indeed, because ponytail of power.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, trying to find a mask so that I can properly wear like something Halloween-y aside from what I usually wear, and like, we don't have anything.
Oh yeah.
Oi! Oy vey! So instead I have to put on my facial protection mask that is totally supported. And so off we go. Because we are outdoors in the quarantine
And this is what we have to do. It's currently a typhoon. Oh dear. Oh dear. She really thinks that what she did to me, like, I watched the video and I just went cracking onto the ground. Like, seriously? Are we going to our spot, dear? Which is down over that way. Far, far in the distance we go.
Oh, you need these.
Indeed! Oh, careful! There's a patch. There's a patch there. You be careful.
Shit.
And here she comes with all the tools of death. Now, if at any point you were to see this coming your way, run.
Once you get downhill, the wind isn't so bad.
If you see this coming your way, run. And what happens is you just see this sitting in your swing in the middle of the night. Run?
Silent Hill.
She's just... No, it's literally this. She has 2 weapons and she's on her phone. Modern Silent Hill much.
Join me.
And she's like, come sit with me. Oh! Oh!
Oh dear.
And I'm going to die, so you still have your uses.
Still required.
In the grand scheme of my
Here.
evil plan.
You're 2020.
Ah! Virus mask!
Quarantine, Halloween. Wait a minute.
Quarantine.
I'm, like, genuinely surprised half of the towns haven't, like, canceled
Indeed.
trick-or-treating.
We'll inevitably have to wander in the dark because we have
Do we have to pass out to people?
The epitome of 2020 is literally this.
Using a staff.
Her with staff and skull necklace and me with a mask, and yeah, pretty much. That's what this year has been.
Indeed.
And thankfully we're in the latter half, though honestly I feel like October took forever to finish. Like, I feel like it's been October 20th for like 3 months.
We don't have to worry about it.
Yay! So hopefully we'll be able to hang out before Thanksgiving and then maybe Christmas. And
I
then,
have
yeah.
the week of Thanksgiving basically off
Hopefully we can hang out
sometimes.
before Thanksgiving and then maybe before Christmas and then with any luck New Year's this
Maybe New
year.
Year's.
So that way we can properly have our wine and be like, finally! Be gone! It's like we flash back to 2016 where we're like, go to hell to this year.
To the end of 16, the year of hell.
And it's just like,
Why
oh,
did we tell 16 to go to hell?
well, like a shit ton of celebrities as well.
Yeah.
But that was like a year, whatever. But then,
Who would have thought a few years later we'd be facing the plague?
we're like modern day survivors.
And put your mask over your nose, young man.
Don't tell me what to do, Karen. I have my rights. What happened?
Go to bed.
Whee! We're going this way now! Whee!
Why are we Newton swinging?
I slice it and mount it on the wall!
No,
Bad idea.
very bad.
If I chop one off, it will become sentient.
Indeed.
And then we have a super civilization made of tatas.
Indeed.
Oh dear.
I am freezing.
Is that the future?
Indeed.
Well, we've been sitting here talking for a while, and now the woman is dying. Because it's kind of cold. And off she goes! Oy vey. Now, if we turn this way, we can see her going up that way, because she knows that she can't go up the other way or she'll die. I got yelled at for that, because I told her to go the other way, and then she kind of died. now that we have once again arrived at our September Serenade location, now is the perfect time to have a bit of a man segment. On Halloween, you need to know, first of all, let's start by saying the one thing that you never, ever do is when she sends you a selfie on Halloween and she's like all dolled up with like makeup and stuff, don't ever say, "I love your Halloween mask, dear." Because shortly after you'll realize she's not wearing a mask. And then the little "she is typing" thing will appear at the bottom. And it'll just sit there for like a good minute saying that she's typing. And yeah, be careful. Cause be careful. You'll die. Another thing you need to remember is that she will end up killing you with a knife. She will tell you to perish, and no matter how many times you try to counteract her evil trying to kill you, she will continue to kill you for all of time. When it's time for trick-or-treating, you can try and stop her from eating chocolate and getting fat, but it's gonna happen anyway. There's just no way around that. She's gonna eat all the chocolate, she's gonna get fat, and then you're gonna be stuck with that. It's just a bad time for her figure, because then you have all the candy on Halloween, and then you have Thanksgiving where she eats a lot, and then you have Christmas with all other sweets and stuff, and then she just kind of dies. I mean, which is good. It's good. Her figure dies, really. And then here we have the scene where I was yeeted previously, and I like smacked into the ground and got a concussion. But like she just seemed to think that that was hilarious. Off we go.
Okay, she probably just needed 5 minutes. I know the feeling, and I'm just like, God save. I dare say.
'Tis I, your favorite wife. I mean, wait, what? No, hold up. And so, after the darling froze to death, we are now inside. Once more. Because, like, we were chilling and talking and stuff. And it was actually pretty nice for a while, but then the wind kept blowing and weave was torn asunder, and then we got cold, and here we are. And it's almost 5 o'clock, so that's basically the last we'll be going outside, at least until later when we can go do evil things in the dark and such.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's prop this here so that Darling can have a sitting on the couch I'm cold woman segment while I repair mine hair.
I'm going to get comfy.
Okay.
What? It's easier to do now that we're inside, and I can check that my legs still bend. Okay, now that I'm unfrozen-ish, but not all the way, I need more blankets. You've come across me segment. In short, life has been kicking us all in the tuckus lately, but at length, Halloween is one of those stronger days in my year where, you know, you get filled with the power of all the folks that have been around here before you, and you've got like the pre-existential spirit bits of folks that'll come after you, and you just get bombarded with all this spiritual energy, you know, man. And so far, the day's been good in that regard. Nobody malicious, pretty much everybody benevolent, and life is inherently lifelike. I hope that any and all of us that actually celebrate Samhain for what it is, just to say, the pagans of the world, that they end up alright, and have a prosperous and happy holiday. Meanwhile, the rest of us get to freeze our butts off. Hello, darling.
Oh dear, was I invading your woman segment?
You were invading my pagan segment. Cold potato is cold, which is ironic because I was baked earlier.
Darling? Poor choice of words. Okay, so now...
Oh, dear God, what on earth is that?
Don't worry, this is just Bayritoing.
In plastic, my dear. The shade
This
of
is-
orange is awful for my skin tone.
She casts it aside.
I cast you asunder.
Well, how dare she?
Oh, that's far better, my dear.
Her cloak
Indeed.
of adornment and such.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
She's in a lot of trouble.
Oh dear. Darling. Kindly live.
Henceforth, I just keeled over and died.
Why are people emailing me?
Why are people rar meow? Damn it!
Indeed.
For fuck's sake!
Exactly.
I've just had enough. Goodbye.
No. Darling. You,
Now.
my dear,
Boy.
are in enough trouble.
Now, this is supposed to be a cloth for thine table.
Ah, then in that case, one moment.
Anger E.
Because
Disgruntled.
charger cord.
We have her mask for later, which that was just a delight to witness her putting that on. Oh my god, festive! Like that, like during Christmas when we give you the special plate. No, then this goes on top of it or something. I don't know.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I
Yeah.
suppose. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And then you defloof the middle.
Indeed. And then, thusly, she has a festive table.
Yay, my office is decorated for the holiday.
Oh dear, grown up. She's just been screaming to tell the children to go away. She ate it all. Ain't nobody coming trick or treating. Halloween has masks anyway, so you know you're already safe. And so we procure the candy and keep it out of the reach of Darling. If she wants it, she will have to get up and get it.
Now, kids, one at a time.
No, we have the nice thing of candy there, and you hand out like apples and stuff.
Yeah.
Have a tomato. Ugh.
Man, I remember when we were little, it was more like you go out at like 6.
Indeed,
when,
when
just
it's
barely
dark,
getting
dark, and then you go out and then you trick or treat. Like it is currently light AF outside. Like it's not even gonna start getting dark
It won't
until
even
like
be
an
dark
hour.
when they get
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
When I was a kid, you had to put that mask on. You couldn't see out the mask. You couldn't breathe out the mask. You just wandered around in the dark, completely blind, and you knock on a door. You face the wrong way. You say trick or treat, and then your mom spin you around the right way, and then you get candy. And that's the
Yeah.
epitome of trick or treating.
You want to know something scary?
You?
Exactly. Especially me with no sleep.
I told her that she was wearing a very nice Halloween mask. She came prepared. So I guess we're done with filming for now, and we'll return a little bit later for stuff and things and what have
And,
you.
oh my god, we got all this candy. Oh wait, it's from our own bag.
Indeed! So yeah. Farewell for now!
Bye. Bye. Die. No, not you.
Oh, whoop. Feet loaf.
Oh Christ's sake. I thought you were joking.
No,
What
it's
the fuck?
feet loaf.
What the fuck? I love you, but what the fuck?
I told you.
No joke.
Feet- You thought this was a joke, dear.
This is serious business.
Mm-hmm. I mean, have you seen the cupcakes and the other things? If we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. It is past 6 o'clock. It is time to turn that light off because trick-or-treating has concluded!
Joe's mom is screwy in the head.
You're screwy in the head.
I know! Why do you think I associate with you people?
Huh?
Gotta get the blood.
Yeah. And so now we venture into the night, which actually looks pretty bright. Like, I mentioned this before, but it actually looks really bright out here, even though it's actually not bright at all. It's like pretty dark. But we venture out to see the decorations and stuff. And we have my knife of evil. Because the whole idea was that we would come out here and wander about and like do stuff in the dark. Even though it's not that dark, it's only 6 o'clock. It's not as dark as it should be. But trick-or-treating already ended, so. Now, I slip on my mask of despair. Because even though I'm Chelsie, I have to put on this sometimes. I have to put on my face. Oy vey. Darling.
Darling! Why are you?
Maskified?
Oh dear.
It is time for us to go into the darkness. Don't touch, no, bad.
Darkness.
Dark.
Cold out, are you?
It's actually surprisingly warm.
Nope.
Darling,
Nope.
get thine tookus out here.
Don't you tell me where to put my tacos.
Get thine tookus out here. Now we venture forth into the darkness. Here she comes. See, this is the time you're supposed to go and do trick-or-treating when it's all lit up. Because look at all this, you know? It's all looking nice. You know what I mean? Uh-huh.
Hey, it's actually that way.
Indeed. And so now we do this thing called taking a walk, we said, on Halloween, because we simply have to. Darling can hold the knife, so you have a thing. And I don't know where we're going or what we're doing, but...
We're walking down that way a little bit,
Indeed.
and then we're gonna walk back.
Even though I can't apparently see.
Well, you can't see for anything.
Darling!
You have to let the one with the astigmatism.
And we're doomed. This is, darling! Ah! Richard!
Okay,
Great!
hold on to me, and you will live. Okay,
I can't
okay, go this way, dear.
Whoa.
Okay, keep straight. I know you don't know what straight is.
You know what? If I didn't have a mask on right now, you would be in big trouble.
Not with respect to you.
Hey, babe. This was a bad idea.
Okay, so we're walking past Zach's house.
Hey, we're walking here.
Then all we gotta do is turn around right about here. And we go to.
What?
Oh dear.
What the? Hey, babe.
There.
I must remove
We
mine.
went for a walk and said,
Oh dear. What on earth?
well, now at least you can see.
Indeed. And the video can see very well, actually. Which is why we're actually able to do this, because you can actually see with this video.
Mm-hmm.
We do our evil Halloween, what have you. But why did we only go halfway down and then...
Because I said so.
Because I figure that, you know, dinner's not going to be done for a while, so
Yeah.
we could, like, stroll and junk.
Yeah. My brain
What? Have to go to the powder room, dear.
Exactly.
So what inevitably happens is we return inside and then we have a take 2 when she's done in the powder room. Ah! Dead body.
I am requiring 5 minutes
To yourself.
to myself.
Indeed. We tried to go trick-or-treating, but then she had to pee. So we had to turn around and come back. Okay, hello. And now that I have changed alter egos, we can go.
No Halloween is complete without the spooky door. So I can shut the non-spooky door.
Basically what we have here is, oh my gosh, we're like two gorgeous girls, and then like someone tries to mug us, and then I take off my wig and be like, I'm gonna beat your ass. And then like it just comes off like, ooh, and then the mug would be like, what? This was unexpected. And now we get to watch Darling freak out because it's a little bit dark. And we know what she does when it's a little bit dark. I meant...
Read my books with a proper flashlight.
I meant she freaks out because she thinks that everyone's going to get her. At least I can somewhat see this time.
As opposed to what?
Being blind as a bat. True. Darling, darling, darling.
I'm not even a Karen. I'm worse.
Oh dear, you're worse than a
I'm
Karen?
me.
What's... oh dear.
I'm Karen with a brain and common sense.
That's not a Karen then, dear.
No. It's Sarah. You should be scared of those.
Hold the knife. Now.
Ish.
No! And this is us on Halloween night as we prowl around. We basically are just walking up and down the street, but nevertheless, it's an adventure.
I mean, it's nice to like get out a little bit,
Indeed.
you know?
And it's like, you know, it's just up and down the street, so it's not like we're going all the way into the distance.
I'm falling off, like,
And now we're...
lost my mind.
Darling. Oi. Shoo, cooperate. Darling, get your ass back here. Darling, I am not joking. Don't you dare leave me behind. You know what? I have had about enough. You really think that you can just leave me all alone over here? No. And that is the epitome of darling. Is abandoning the man. Which is basically what we're gonna do after this. We're just gonna keel over and die.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Because then we can like do gaming and stuff for the rest of the night. Quite literally.
5 minutes.
Indeed. Yeah, like it's kind of dark. And we're all alone out here in the great unknown. This is what being an adult is like, surviving in the wild. It's inherently good that I wore this blonde wig because now you can like see the blonde.
At least identifiable as that crappy drag.
Indeed! My true form be like crappy drag queen.
Okay, so now we turn around.
And so now we go, nope! And we turn back around. Darling! Darling!
Okay.
My wig falling off. Ah! Well, that kind of went awry.
Everything goes awry. Would you rather it go raisin?
Maybe. It's actually really nice out. Like,
Oh my good stars.
pretty stars in the night sky, twinkle in the dark. Yeah, unfortunately, my wig just kind of like fell off. And
So your true form.
indeed, it's revealed. Now, how am I going to surprise the mugger? Well, maybe that guy standing under the light ominously will be able to help us. Excuse me, sir. Oh dear, don't look.
Don't look. We can see us in the light. Don't look. I just lost my weave. Yeah, as long as it's not what I truly see myself as, we're okay.
What do you see yourself as? I like
potato.
to think I'm
Yeah, we discovered that she was a tree because she has the stress upon her branches of her brain weighing her down day after day. And then when winter comes,
Don't make me get philosophical about that.
when winter comes and it gets cold, she dies and shrivels up. But then when it gets warm again, she goes, "Ah," and lives on. This has been our little adventure into the great unknown, which was actually the known, but it just in a different sense because it's dark out and I had a wig on, but it failed.
People.
Ah! I'm quite happy we got to do this, even though it was just kind of like
A 5-10 minute.
like a walk thing, because it's like, you know, it captures a bit of that Halloween spirit from days long past. It's like,
It sucks that like we couldn't go trick or treating together when we were little.
right?
That would
Like we
have
could have done
been
that.
really scary.
Oh dear. Now I'm gonna stand in the middle of the cul-de-sac and be evil. And so I stand in the middle of the cul-de-sac to be evil. I'm going to be the scary person. It is Halloween night, and so we must hide in the darkness, which I guess is technically what I'm not doing, because it's like I'm standing in the light, and that's kind of not the darkness. But how is the video going to see me if I stand in the darkness? But yeah, I'm very happy we got to do this, because this is kind of what I wanted to do, was like a Halloween walk night thing where we like wander. It would have been cool if we could have like, you know, worn masks and just went places or whatever, but you know, we did what we could, and my wig fell off. Like it was just ripping and stuff. It would have been cool if we had an actual mask, but you know. Darling! Is that you or the evil specter? Someone told me I was gonna see an evil specter. Darling, is that you? Yeah. Oh dear! Darling! Please tell me that's you! And so, we have completed our endeavor. There she goes. The dead body hangeth. And we see that the decorations look quite nice, actually. So yeah. Such is Halloween night for 2020. The pandemic. I should have worn my mask, but that probably would have been a pain. Oh, darling. Wait a moment. Have you been here this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. But then who was walking with me down the street?
I don't know.
Oh dear. Oh. Well.
I don't know, because I'm me.
Let's just say that then there were equal goddesses out there.
Yeah.
Yikes. Such was our pandemic Halloween. I should have worn this mask, but that would have been bad because like my glasses would have seriously fogged up, and like, yeah. But see, we gotta keep having the mask on because like, even though masks suck, it's like, we gotta remember this and remember that this was actually a thing. This, children of the future, and us of the future watching this video, remember, this was a thing. We actually had to wear these like everywhere because people were freaking out. And there were like faces drawn on them and stuff, and it was just like, really? But yeah, we went out and we did a bit of a thing because like, why not? But we will have some feet loaf for dinner, and then we'll come back before twerk party, and then we'll twerk party, and then we'll pretty much finish up the rest of this night because she's probably not going to stay in the morning. But for now, we will say goodbye because we need to rest and recharge after that grueling trek outside. It was like so difficult and so tiring and like death and stuff. But we will see you a bit later. Goodbye. So now we're back for a bit of a moment to capture dinner time,
Nom.
which consists of some interesting creations. We have feet loaf that we saw earlier. We have a mummy wrapped up in a potato thing, which this literally right here is the woman. The potato is wrapped up in a blanket, and this is basically her at the end of every video, where she's all wrapped up in the blanket on the couch. And then we have some jiggly jello thingy. And now we just have dinner as we play Animal Crossing
Mm-hmm.
on this Halloween. Would you say it's quite delightful, dear?
Darling, I already inhaled the side. That should speak for itself.
She already just devoured. As she should. But yes, this is our dinner time. And I just wanted to capture this so we can remember that we had the goo thing, meatloaf, feet loaf, and mummy wrapped up in potato. We shall return a bit before Twerk Party for another segment. But for now, we must dine, so farewell. No, no, no. Today is Halloween, so we must fare thee well. No, none of that bye, cutesy. No, it's not a kawaii day. No, it's hello.
Fare thee well, comrade. And if ever you would need a noble heart or sweetly in you, do not, for the love of God.
For the
God's
love.
sake, Thagan.
For the love of...
All that is good and decent.
Indeed. Hello, and we are back to this evening. What the hell are you doing?
Taking a selfie.
Oh my god. She's over here taking a selfie. Like,
So, okay.
and now, for the second half of our video, now that we've done our Halloween scary things, it's time to be a basic witch. Where's my broomstick? Oh wait, that was 2 years ago. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That was 2 years ago? What?
Oh my god.
2 years ago, she was a basic witch looking for her broomstick.
Side.
This is an example of what happens. And then I am subsequently forced to kneel because of what she does.
Be glad I don't use this as a booping stick.
That's what she's been doing all day, is using it as a booping stick. When it is...
Hang on. I know exactly how to make him live. Live!
Woo!
Live!
Darling, you are not allowed to access that area anymore.
Live! Live! No, I said live, not die. Don't die.
I'm so confused. It is about 8:25, and we're just kind of chilling before Twerk Party. So now we just kind of see, like, yeah, she's just kind of been the minion. Collision! Every single video, regardless of holiday or otherwise, turns into...
Darling, think of the children. Thank you. Good. Now you pull a proper kitty.
Because Lord knows I am Kenny, because it's always me dying. And her.
You're not dying, you're just getting booped.
My leg! My leg!
No. I didn't say die, I said live. Little bit too much living. Too flexible. Hey.
Why is this what happens?
Because you keep dying when you aren't supposed to.
And whose fault is that?
You!
Her sheer aura is what kills me.
Oh, really?
Indeed.
dear.
Yeah, pretty much.
That scares me a little.
Like I'm just like, hello everybody, welcome to Elsa's house.
I'm not exude that sort of aura. Hang on. Live. A little bit too much living.
Thank goodness it's not Monday nor Sunday.
Indeed.
We are pure on this day. Well,
Not
I'm
quite.
speaking for myself, but yeah. Don't look at that.
You know too much.
Indeed. And therefore,
Into pretending.
we have a flashback to that one moment, surprisingly not in the Halloween special, but in the
Oh dear.
very first New Year's where
Yeah.
where I came out of the closet and it went da, 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 and then she had the knife and she just started stabbing me. Dun, 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 dun. And then I
To
got
quote a musical, he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times. He had it coming.
to quote a musical, we have the sound of music. La 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 la.
No. Why am I a pendulum metronome-ish type thing?
I am a metronome, I am a metronome. I swing back and forth when I do beep 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 beep. I am a metronome, I am a metronome. Beep beep beep. Children beware.
Gonna just... Nope. Good. Now he's been silenced. No, you've been silenced. Here, let me make that easier on you.
My ability of speech has been restored.
Nope.
And I blew it.
Okay, and with that, the Halloween special is declared over because our lovely leader fell asleep.
I am the leader because I am the supreme being.
Get booked. I was going to say, what's in the name of... Wait,
Potatoes. Those poor potatoes got cut in half.
I mean,
My kin.
the food was good, but my brethren...
Am I a cannibal now? Oh dear. Oh dear. Why?
Exchanges like these are the reason you haven't met Joe yet.
And I just see it turning into...
What does that mean? What do you mean when you say that? Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, is that a reference to something? Okay, you see, in 2016,
and that's like every single time.
That's also why I haven't shown him the video.
And then it's like, mine 9, mine 9. Wait, what is that from? Well, every freaking time! What's that from? Well, it's almost as bad as the time we saw Toda. What's Toda? Well!
God. Einmal Prophet.
Don't-
Silvester, was verkehrt von.
And she's summoning demonic spirits. Darling, please.
No, I am not.
We still have a little bit until Twerk Party. We still have, like, 20 minutes before Twerk Party.
I gotta tell you stuff though.
Oh, we gotta go talk about stuff. We'll be back in sometime. Indeed. Yeah.
When you have to watch Drew and Jonathan in a mask, it's like, no.
It's like, but the face though, no.
I don't even get to see my favorite chiseled jaw.
oh dear.
All right, we be back for like a hot minute because it's almost time for Twerk Party, and yeah. Well, I suppose we must go forth and prepare for Twerk Party.
Indeed.
Shall we go acquire our snackage?
Needles.
So,
Very good.
yay, food!
Spices and food and sweet.
Yay!
Indeed.
Blind the woman. Take that.
Done. darling, I'm already blind.
I'm already blind. She says. Now, oh, that's much better.
Indeed.
Now, we have our cupcakes and such. And yes, I shall take a sprinkly one.
Mm-hmm.
Critters in a hole. Huzzah.
For now.
Until we emerge later with more.
Oh. Ah! She's still there! Ah! What? What happened?
I asked if he's going down there with Mama.
I think he understood that.
There.
Well, the door has been locked.
Does everything smell like bleach?
I suppose I could get you a refill on a drink if you
That
so
would be
wish.
lovely if you don't mind. You.
Now, let's see. We must prep by shutting off the lights.
Indeed.
Of course, it's still rather illuminated with all the things and such.
Indeed.
And now, indeed.
And do me
Mwahaha.
a favor and stop recording because I need to take care of a thing.
Oh, dear.
Not to be on camera.
Now we have to leave. We have to leave. No, I can't get out. Ah!
So, it is time for Twerk Party. And we will return later tonight for what most likely will be the end of this video because we don't know if she'll be leaving soon. She has to go work at Father's and such, so we will return after our spooky twerk party, and we will see you then. Goodbye. Hello, and welcome back to the end of the night. It is currently 12, 14, 15, and Halloween is over, and it's November, and it's time for Christmas. Let's get going.
All we have to do is, buy each other more candles and more sweet.
Indeed.
Why are we listening to Christmas music?
Because it's
November 1st.
it's November 1st.
We have to. Yes, you do. Indeed.
Well, aside from the random Christmas music, this has been our day, and yeah, it's been quite interesting because we did a lot. We kind of did our spooky thing, and then we went outside and swung and that sort of thing, and then later on we had our Halloween-themed dinner, and we went out wandering about in the darkness to simulate a trick-or-treating from days long past. Then we twerk partied until 10:30 with some Halloween songs on ghetto speakers, because this is the world we're living in, 2020. Welcome to this.
It's a pain. Don't scream.
You're a pain.
I know. That's
Okay.
my point.
Okay, I'm
I know
glad-
these things.
I'm glad we clarified that. Then we came back in here and have since been gaming, and she's been doing some bizarre mix of doing computer things, and then every other minute I look over at her, she's on her phone, and she's like, I can't get past this level. And then she's got headphones in, but then she's back on the computer, like a fraction of a second later.
I go in on my laptop while I do homework.
And I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, oh, I can't get past this level. Okay, so now we back on the computer. I'm like, what? Is this her process? Like, what? What is going on? And that's basically been our evening. But now it is November 1st, and October and Halloween are over. And that inherently means that all the decorations have to be put away, and all our monthly things have to be changed because it is a new month, and it is time to begin the latter half of the year. There's not really much to look forward to except for Thanksgiving, which is inherently canceled this year because we all know why. So,
Darling, you keep using the word inherently. Stop stealing my word!
whenever she's here, I change my manner of speech. which
You're
is
turning
quite...
into me.
That's what I do. It's like, normally I don't do that at all, but then when she's here, oh,
You actually
hello,
know how to
and welcome.
properly, and I'm just like,
Is this a shock to you? But it's like, yes, I mimic her manner of speech where she uses big words, and I'm like, henceforth,
oh
and
my god, you're intelligent.
hitherto, and such, and, you know, the way she talks, then I end up mimicking that, because I am not my own person, I am merely a mirror image of whoever I'm around. Hello and welcome to our latest episode. On this endeavor, we will be going forth and doing our thing.
Stop being me!
That's like what I do, where I'm like, oh, let us go forth. We shall go for a bit, and then return a bit later when we are finished
Nathaniel
with our...
Thomas, if you do not stop, I swear, I shall forcibly punch you over that way. And you can fornicate under consent of the reigning regent.
Yes, I've started that as well. You can go fornicate under consent of the king.
Oh dear.
Oops.
Angles, my dear. There we go. No! Oh dear.
Oh dear.
There.
There.
Now we are both in the godforsaken shot.
Indeed. Why is it godforsaken, though?
Because I said so.
And yes, I also steal her, oh dear, and the more, oh goodness, and oh good heavens, and, well, that happens, and that happened,
Stop
and a lot of things are
being
happening.
Me.
And then for the longest time, I started doing the, for like a really long time, I was like, and I didn't even realize I was doing it, but there was one day when the computer was going slow, and I was like, really? What are you doing? Why are you going?
I swear on God that it's good and decent. I will grab the pooping stick. Sure.
You broke it henceforth because someone knocked it over, and knockers and such, and yes.
Be quiet.
Indeed, Emily. But anyway, this has been our spoopy Halloween special. Actually, on Halloween this year, woo!
Indeed.
Our quarantine pandemic Halloween.
Why are you less than 2 meters from my face? Darling.
This is our social distancing. She's over there, I'm over here. But yes, we have had our time and enjoyed our day, and now it's time to end because we are out of space and I need to give her music. So, yes. Oh dear, so that means, I guess...
When it hits 2 o'clock, it'll revert to 1 o'clock, and then, yeah.
Oh dear, so that means we have to stay up further then.
Just a tad.
Because, yeah. So, this has been our quarantine pandemic Halloween episode. And we had quite a lot of fun doing all kinds of Halloween-themed stuff today, and there you go. But yeah, we will hopefully be back for Thanksgiving, and if not, we'll try for another time.
Yep.
But in any case, we must go for tonight. So, this is goodbye and happy Halloween!
Good sewing. Go to bed.
Happy Hallows Day. And go to bed.
You go to bed.
Okay.
Not permanently.
And so, welcome to the end of the night. It is currently 2:30, technically 3:30 because the clocks went back tonight. I wanted to do kind of an outro video because when we finished earlier I was rushing because of the space. We ran out of space. So I want to do a quick little video because I don't want it to be like, okay, bye, and then it's done. But yeah. So we had our fun today and celebrated Halloween on Halloween, and now it's November 1st and it's time to take everything down, and we shall go back to the weirdly empty room, at least until Christmas, when we deck it out once again. Deck the halls, as it were. We'll try for Thanksgiving if she's not busy, because basically Thanksgiving's canceled all around for everyone. And then we'll try for Christmas, and we're aiming for New Year's because we need to say goodbye to 2020. But yeah, I am on my way to bed and was going to bed, but I decided to do this because it just needed to be done. But yes, this is my little mini outro segment, and we're done for tonight and this video, and we will see you on the next one, whenever that may be, and we will get through the latter half of this year. So, I hope you all enjoyed our Halloweeny special. Happy Halloween, and goodbye. I'm ready to pass out. Go to bed. I will. Good night.